Hey everybody, it's Doom from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and this is one of the Massive Darkness Dwarves. And I didn't have a lot of use for these. They don't really fit into the aesthetic of what I have. But what I want to do is use these. I have a couple. I have several of these. I have the whole Massive Darkness starter set. But I want to paint these up as something kind of different or weird than what they're designed to be, and see how that looks. So what I'm going to do. Start with a blue color. This is High Lord blue, and I think this is kind of like a Space Marine blue. I'm not really sure. I think I've used it like once. It's not on my go-to list. So I'm making these kind of like Demented Smurfs. Smurfs. Is what I'm trying to come up with here. It's the look I'm going for. So I'm going to do one of them with red. Then I'm going to have to come back and clean up where I got a little bit of blue on his hair parts, and that's okay. I'm ready for that behavior. So these Demented Smurfs are going to be essentially like gutter dwarves. And so in Tomorrow Comes Doom, dwarves are like super honorable, and they have Kier Fasog, which is like Gaelic for beard care. And like it's really like a high social priority to have like a nice beard and stuff. And then there's this sect of dwarves that or many generations ago cast out of society, and so they hate things like beard care and stuff, and they hate they're dishonest, and they're shisty, and they're just everything opposite of the dwarves intentionally. And they're gutter dwarves basically. So what I'm doing is just making some of these for an encounter. And I decided instead of doing them like in weird colors or normal colors, to do them in weird colors. So I'm going to do them in blue and make them, like I said, like Smurfs. It's kind of what the idea I have is. And then I just got a little bit of cleanup work to do on his hair there. Where I got it on his, got blue on his hair. That's an easy fix. And then just so that it's not sticking out so noticeably, just from those 2 spots I hit, I'm just going to grab some of this white. I'm going to highlight some of this hair up with it, so when I come back and paint it. So I'm thinking about doing ones like yellow, like it's Smurfette, and then doing this one like Papa Smurf. Now, I didn't even give the Massive Darkness chance a game, or game a chance. I just like every other board game I get that has minis, I just tear it apart and start painting the minis I want to paint. So Massive Darkness could be a super fun game. I would not know. Might be a sick game. Didn't try it. And I'll be honest, anytime we actually do try to play any kind of board games or anything, it always turns into let's play D&D. All right. Set this up here for now. I'm going to get a +2 hotter gun burning. Because I got a little bit of red on his eyebrow right here that needs cleaned up. That's probably going to bleed through, and I'll have to try it again and do it again. That's what happens when you use speed paint sometimes and you're not careful. That's okay. La, 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 la. Okay. There's some little spots where I got blue on his pants part there. Oh shit. There's a little bit too much white there, a little bit too much water on my brush, I should say. Okay, now we're gonna hit this with a +5 hot air gun, or +2 hot air gun and burn them. Cause I know you guys love when I use magic items. So I'm just mixing some silver, some gunmetal, and some of that stone gray or stone brown or whatever that is, and making something that's not so obnoxiously shiny for personal preference reasons. And he's got a lot of studs on him too. And this brush is probably not going to be sufficient for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that brush that Mrs. Doom bought me for my birthday. This insane detail brush. Now I'm getting an off-white. This is called Mummy Robes. Okay. Something like that. And while that's all kind of drying, we'll come back and hit his base. Whoops. One of my shirts is missing that I used for washing brushes off. Oh, there it is over there. I moved it for some reason. Alright, +2 hot air gun burning around him. And a dab of clear glue for some flock. We're not quite done. All right. This is contrast paint by Games Workshop, something I don't spend my money on, but I've had these since they came out. This is called Apothecary White. I don't know if it's going to bring anything to this miniature at all. It may or may not. Worst case scenario, if I'm unhappy with the final result, I simply dry brush it back up to a brighter white again. And if I am happy, it took a couple seconds to get this result. Ooh. Okay. Something bit me on my hand. That's great. I did not intend for him to have such a significant unibrow, so I'm just going to grab that High Lord blue I had, just get a tiny dab of that, and I'm going to use it really fast. I'm just going to hit his nose and work it in between his eyebrows for a second there. There we go. Get rid of some of that unibrow. So there's my Papa Smurf Gutter Dwarf. Kind of silly. Doesn't really accomplish much, but it'll be something they won't know what to do with or recognize on the table. Which for me is, that's enough. That makes it worth, just that little bit of pissing with them. Makes it worth the 20 minutes or 30 minutes it took me to do this. Yeah, it's, silly fun. Silly fun. Okay. Nothing too fancy. Just silly fun. Alright, hey. So anyways, this is Doom, and if you like what I'm doing here, please hit like, subscribe, share, comment, tap the notification bell icon. Jump on the website. There will be a link in the description. Some minis for sale. Buy some of those. I got some discount codes for minis. Pardon me, I got free minis. You get a mini sent to your house. It costs you nothing. We cover the shipping and everything. You don't even need your credit card information. And, it's not going to be like crap detail, silly ones like this. It's going to be good minis, like Dungeon Swag minis. In the description of my videos, it got extended again for another month. Thankfully, Tom was able, or Scorpic was able to work with me. That'll give you 25% off your first month of our loot crate, which is pretty exciting. And then we have a link in the description for our Discord where you can come and do some role playing with us, some painting and sculpting and crafting and stuff. Q&As or whatever you want to do, if you want to talk about what I'm working on or, what things you want to learn more about. All that kind of stuff. And we like to see what you guys are doing, so that's another big part of it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And, yeah, F it. Go make something.